The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2 to 3, Connor Krinos. Welcome inside for Bjork. Bjork inside, dunks. Parker Bjork, go on, shot. Block on front. They did it!
Something's coming. Something's coming. Yeah. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming. Let the games begin. Come walk in my shoes. I done paid all my dues. I got something to prove. All in, nothing to lose. I was born for this. From day one, I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. I was born for this. From day one, I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Let the games begin.
From Chaska High School, we're pleased to join you here tonight on the GSH Asset Management Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. I'm Ryan Paul, joined tonight by a very special guest from the North Star Hoop Support. Jared Martinson's on the air with us tonight. Jared, glad you could join us.
Yeah, I mean, a game of such talented proportions. I'm glad I could make it out on a Thursday night. Might be a late one, but I'm excited. Should be some fun basketball.
Well, it's going to be a good game tonight here. It's a section matchup between two 4A foes, teams that haven't seen each other since 2015 and 2016 season, Chaska and Prior Lake. The Hawks ranked number 17 in the Class 4 at the moment. Prior Lake up in the top 10 at number 6. We're just about ready to get things underway here from Chaska High School. It's the 0-1 Prior Lake Lakers. They lost on Saturday night by 2 points to Park Center. And then Chaska Hawks, who are 1-1, who beat Highland Park last Saturday and lost to Eastview in an overtime nail-biter on Tuesday night. Nicholson goes against Dawson Garcia. Garcia wins it for Prior Lake, moving right to left across your screen in the all-white uniforms. Here come the Lakers. Up top it is number 21, Robert Jones, stands 6'10". Now they go down low for number 3, Dawson Garcia, who also stands at 6'10". Key storyline tonight, Jared, will be that size. Yeah,
the Twin Towers in there. Jones and Garcia, you can see they started double teaming right away on the post touch. Expect to see that often tonight.
Here comes Chaska off the steal. Connor Krinos for Chaska. The senior guard gives it off to his junior teammate, Zach Leah. Now over to fellow junior, Ben Coleman. Here's Zach Leah down low, throws it away. Sam Nissen, the steal for the Lakers. Just under a minute in here. Prior Lake gets it to number 21, Robert Jones, who throws it through. First points of the game is a Robert Jones slam.
Definitely something to watch out for will be him receiving those drop-offs from Sam Nissen, who's such a great penetrator at the point guard spot. Those drop-offs will be something that Chaska help defense will have to rotate over to quite often.
Nicholson in the paint for Chaska. First time we've called his name on the floor tonight. Gives it over for Leah, who shoots up a 3. It goes off the back iron, comes away into the hands of Tyree Ianacho. Nissen bounce pass to Garcia. Check that Jones down low. He's going against the sophomore Spencer Getz, who gets the start tonight. A whistle and a travel going against Robert Jones. A turnover, and Chaska's going to get the ball. If Chaska can go ahead. If Chaska can get turnovers down low like that on the 2 big men for Prior Lake, I think things will go their way tonight.
Those doubles are going to be coming from either the wing entry or from the backside. Expect those on the baseline to be in there to try to poke it out from behind.
Leah brings it up across the timeline now. Pushes it over for Krinos. Krinos back up top for Coleman. Same starting lineup that Dana Coleman's gone with both of the previous games this year, as Cole Nicholson throws a backhand pass over the head of Zach Leah. Prior Lake will get a sideline inbound.
Again, that length, as we're going to be talking about it all night. Garcia and Jones both standing in the lane there, and Nicholson, obviously a very fearless finisher himself, but even with the Twin Towers of 6'10" in that lane, they're going to be hard to go against when you're driving the basketball.
Chaska's going to get the ball back here off of the turnover with 16:18 left. Now Nicholson down the other end. Up top for Getz. Now over to Coleman on the far side. Carino's at the top. Hesitation. Right-handed dribble inside. Throws up one off the glass. No good. Rebound. Skying forward is Robert Jones, who comes away. Brings it up the floor now. He's going to push it across to Jaquise Jacox, who gives it over for the one, Sam Nissen. Back at the top, Nissen finds it in the corner for Jacox, who dumped it inside for Jones. Couldn't get a clean handle on it. Goes out of bounds. Spencer Getz tipped it away. Baseline inbound for the Lakers. Jacox will do the duty. Gets it into Dawson Garcia. Garcia goes with the left, backing down the sophomore Getz. Double team now by Leo, pushes him away. Looks like a travel. Nothing whistled for though. Now a shot from the top of the key off of the hands of Jacox is no good. Chaska's going to get the ball away. Now Coleman at the other end. Coleman pushes, finds Nicholson, going against Jones. Up off the glass, swatted away by Garcia. Here come the Lakers. Sam Nissen up across to the left side. Now he drives in on Coleman. Coleman swatted away. It's another steal. Still 2-0 here early.
Hawk guards really holding their own downstairs against those Twin Towers. They're going to be looking to get isolation attacks all night long, but so far creating turnovers with their quick hands.
Here's Coleman at the top, pushes over for Nicholson. Nicholson takes a hesitation. Now he dribbles inside, crosses over, finds the paint, kicks it into the corner for Krinos, who connects on a three and gives Chaska the first points tonight and the first lead.
It's those weak side kicks that are going to be open for Chaska throughout this game, when Prior Lake is going to be looking for block shots all night as Jones travels on the post up.
Another turnover for Prior Lake, and Chaska has a chance to extend on that 1-point lead. Solid crowd tonight here inside the Hawks Nest, they call it. Students are out in full force for the third night in a row, or for the third game in a row, I should say. 14.5 left, first half. Leah takes it in the paint. The junior is fouled as he entered the arc. First foul of the game goes against Prior Lake. Goes against Dianacho. Nicholson takes the paint, going against Garcia, pushed away, finds it off for Leah on the bounce pass. Now Leah takes it in, going against Jones. Coleman, another corner three. This one is just off.
I think you take those looks all day if you're Chaska. Those driving kicks, you can penetrate it. Garcia pulls up from downtown.
That was off, but he fouled her shot. Jones gets the rebound, throws up a prayer. Garcia's there to do the cleanup, though.
Ball in Zach Leah's hands. I'm expecting that most of the game. Such a phenomenal floor general. Showed that all summer with the Minnesota Fury 16s team.
Leah now hesitates, pushes into the corner for Coleman. Coleman ended knocked away from him by Nissen. There's a battle for it, and Nissen's going to be called for a foul. No, it's going to be Coleman who's the guilty party on this one.
Nissen might be undersized, but one of the best shooters in the state, honestly, and also is a really gritty player on the defensive end. Nice to see him getting on the floor early.
Just over 13.5 to go in the first half. Brian Paul and Jared Martinson with you on the CHBN. Garcia pulls up from the top. This one hits off the front iron. It's a loose ball underneath. Zach Leah finally comes away with it. Now Nicholson hesitates, takes it in, aggressive contact and a whistle.
Those are the more controlled drives you want out of transition. I think the half-court ones with the Prior Lake defense set so well, it's not going to be doing much. But in transition, Nicholson, he has the ability to take those off the dribble.
Nicholson stands at the free throw line. First time tonight. Free throw shooting not been one of Chaska's stronger suits so far this year as Nicholson connects. If there has been a strong suit on the Chaska free throws, it has been the senior Cole Nicholson. He's 1 for 1 so far. Chance to break this 4-4 tie with this free throw. It's up and off the back rim. We stay knotted up at 4 with 13:15 to play here in the first half. Left side, Ianacho has it at the top, puts it in the lane for Robert Jones. Jones called for his third travel of the evening so far.
That rotation on that double team is just swinging all the way around the arc for Chaska, and it's paying off. making the Prior Lake pass receivers do a double take.
Zach Lee going to run up the floor now for the Hawks. Under 13 to play here in the first half. Leah comes off the near side. Runs opposite of a screen of Nicholson. Gets into the corner for Getz. Getz takes a jab step up, back onto the wing for Krinos. Now Getz up top for Luke Strazzani, the sophomore. First time we've seen him tonight. Strazzani passes for Nicholson, who had it blocked away by Garcia. Here comes the Prior Lake, Sam Nissen. Dumps it off for Garcia. Garcia quickly inside, up and easy for Dawson Garcia. That was pretty.
Offered by multiple high major Division I's, just really unguardable when he gets a full head of steam like he does right now. He's going to go for the right-handed slam.
Now an interception. There was Iannaccio, pushed it ahead for Garcia, and Garcia throws it through with authority. An 8-4 Prior Lake lead. Brady Nicholson and Jack Fricks wait at the scorer's table. They'll check in at the next dead ball. As I was saying about Strazzani, he missed that heartbreaking game winner 3 the other night against Eastview. Would have put Chaska at 2-0. Now another near steal by Prior Lake. Dawson Garcia coming right towards us, tipped out of bounds. We'll get some substitutions here as the sophomore Jack Frick checks in, and the freshman Brady Nicholson stands at 6'8". We'll see his first action tonight.
Kind of a tough break for Chaska, getting 2 games in a row where you have to face some 6'10" Division I talent, having Stephen Crowell for Eastview on Tuesday. But they're doing well so far, I think, forcing Jones into a few turnovers. Garcia is really the more capable offensive isolation threat.
Leah comes near side, pushes around with his left, steps inside, fades away. Looked like it might have been blocked. No, he got knocked on the arm, and Leah will get 2 free throws.
Always impressed with the balance that Zach Leah shows when handling the ball, driving into the lane. Stopped there, right in the middle, pulled up, fade away, drew the foul.
Leah yet to score tonight. Can't capitalize on this shot from the charity stripe. We'll see our first substitution for the Lakers tonight. Number 12, Colin O'Connor, onto the floor for the first time this evening. We will also see number 5, Nick Mullins. Paris seniors onto the floor for Bob Schweiman, Prior Lake. Leah goes 0 for 2 at the line. Here comes the Lakers now. Jakeisha Cox swings it around, finding into the hands of Nick Mullins. Up top, Colin O'Connor for 3. It's no good. Aggressive rebound by Jones. Cox resets at the top. He's guarded by the sophomore, Jack Frick. Cox steps over to his left side, finds it back up top for Garcia. Now over to Mullins. Mullins drives in. He is tied up. Chaska will get the ball off of the alternating possession.
I think rebounding-wise, if Chaska's big men can do their job on Garcia and Jones, then those guards really can fly in to pick up those loose balls. That'll be really key for them to push it in transition.
Leah for Chaska. Over to Nicholson. Nicholson passes over to his brother Brady. Cole streaking in now, gets it. Backing down against Garcia, a spin move. Can't do anything with that though. Finds it back outside for Leah. Now Leah steps in. Finds Brady Nicholson. Brady with the left hand. It's good. Brady Nicholson's first points of the evening.
Smooth touch from the freshman right there.
A 6'8" freshman, you heard that correctly. Now Jones at the top on the other end. Chaska's fans start to get into it. O'Connor over to Mullins. Dumps it inside for Garcia, who's triple team. Leah swats it away. Frick comes away with the basketball. Jack Frick pushing up along the left side. He pushes it for Leah. Leah, a spot up 3. It's good! Back! Leah gives Chaska a lead.
Transition baskets. That's how the Chaska Hawks are going to get right into this one.
Garcia misses a layup at the other end. We have a whistle, and it'll be a foul on the floor, as Garcia was battling for the rebound. Connor Krinos to check back in for Chaska, as well as Carson Schuller for Prior Lake.
Man, such a luxury for Prior Lake to have a guy coming off the bench that's 6'8" himself.
Exactly.
Can stretch the floor like Carson Scheller can. Had a nice spring and summer with Minnesota Fury as well. Definitely a Division III prospect to watch.
Scored 2 points the other night in the season opener versus Park Center, did Schuller. Averaged just that amount, 2 points last year in his 10 games of action for Prior Lake. On the baseline, O'Connor gets it in now for Jones, who stands in the corner. Jones back up top for Mullins. Mullins picked up by Krinos at the volleyball line. Now he goes to his left, gets it into the corner for O'Connor. Back up top for Mullins. Here's Sam Nissen now. Another Fury AAU guard. Back up top now for Jones. Jones gonna pull up, knock down, no good. Luke Strazani the board for Chaska, trying to extend that 9-8 lead with just under 10 to go here in the first frame. Nicholson spins away from a Mullins steal attempt. Now they swing it back out for Cole. Brady Nicholson looks like he hurt his shoulder down low. We'll watch that as we progress. Strazani and Nicholson go back to back. Now Cole Nicholson pulls up. His three is off the iron. 9.5 left. Nissen up top. Schuller for three. No good. Rebound Krinos. Here comes Chaska pushing. Krinos spins around, gives it for Nicholson, who steps inside. Nicholson pulls up from 10, and it's good.
Cole's come such a long way. I remember watching him his sophomore year at Hopkins in the Breakdown Classic where he just out-rebounded everybody. Now he's become such an evolved player as a perimeter threat, can take it off the dribble, hit the occasional three. Really fun to watch him become such a dynamic offensive player.
Nissen backs out for Prior Lake. Under 9 to go here, first half. Ryan Paul and Jared Martinson with you on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Nissen can't connect on a free throw line jumper. Jones is battling for it on the floor. Brady Nicholson gets involved. Now Prior Lake pulls it away. O'Connor for three. It's no good off the long iron. Nicholson scrapping for a board. We get a tie-up. Prior Lake will keep it off the alternating possession. Couple of subs for the Hawks. We will see starters back onto the floor for Dana Coleman. Zach Leah and Spencer Getz return. After the tie-up, Prior Lake will get it underneath. Dawson Garcia to inbound. He gets it in for Schuller. Physical play going on down low between Garcia and Getz. That should be a fun battle to watch. Now Nissen outside. Shot fake. Gives it away for O'Connor. Back up top for Garcia. Garcia's going to pull it. Draining it. Tie game.
Not much you can do about that one.
Absolutely not. Garcia stands 6'10", Spencer Getz stands 6'2", and the rest is history. Going to be a physical matchup between those two tonight. Carino's on the far side, finds Zach Leah in the corner. Leah taps it around now. Carino's has it. Carino's looks for an option, finds Nicholson going off the left. He's pushed, no call. Now we get a whistle. Holding going to go against Garcia, maybe? No, they get Nick Mullins for the foul, and it's Prior Lake's fourth of the game. Zach Leah inbound underneath. He finds it in for Krinos quickly. Back up top for Getz. Now into the corner for Jack Frick. Nicholson. Getz. Getz not looking to score so far here. Zach Leah sees an opening. Goes to the rim. Left it short. 7:50 to go. Prior Lake pushes. Nissen. Hesitation. Steps inside. He's fouled by Frick. He'll get 2 free throws.
We talk so much about how good Nissen is at the point, and then Garcia and Jones up front, along with, I think Jack Cox is also a very underrated player, really good defender at the off-guard position for Prior Lake. But the question always with this talented team is their depth and how their guys 5, 6, 7, and 8 can play in any given game, because you obviously know that they're going to be game planned against for Garcia and Jones. So the question I think all year for Prior Lake to stay in that top 10 is how their bench will perform.
Size definitely not an issue there. Sam Nissen knocks down the free throw, giving Prior Lake a 13-11 lead. Leah catches. Dribbles it up slowly, finds it for Nicholson. Nicholson fakes the handoff. Back to Zach Leah, the junior. Runs off a screen. Bounce pass for Ben Coleman, just checked back in. Coleman lines a pass over for Nicholson, who just steps in now, going up against 3 guys. He's called for a whistle, and it is a travel. The turnover, and Prior Lake will get the ball. Chance to extend to 2 possessions.
Good call there by the official. He gathered and then hop-stepped as well, so not much question on that one.
Schuller inbounds for Jack Cox. Right to left across your screen. Now Garcia catches over his head, hands off for Nissen. Nissen jab step in. Jacox does the same. Now Jacox enters. Bounce pass goes errantly out of bounds. Whistle gives Prior Lake the ball back. With 7:09 left here from Chaska High School. Robert Jones going to check back in for Prior Lake. He'll replace Carson Schuller.
Just gazing around the gym here, I see a couple of college assistants and head coaches, actually. St. John's University has Pat McKenzie up on the baseline near us, along with St. Thomas assistant Josh Rodenbiker, who's also in the building. Two elite MIAC programs, definitely in hot pursuit of guys like Sam Nissen.
North Dakota was in the house the other night, presumably for Zach Leah. Nicholson takes it in. Spencer Getz can't clean it up. Stays 13-11. Here comes Nissen now. Nissen by himself. Pulls up from college range. Leaves it long. Leah being held as he went for the rebound. Getz is there to grab it though. 6:37 left. Leah. Coleman in the corner. Knockdown. Ben Coleman puts Chaska back on top.
Ben Coleman, not necessarily as tall as his older brother was. Jones goes in for the N1, but definitely a worthy three-point threat that teams have to keep an eye on. That's Coleman for Chaska.
Jones gets the bucket to count. He'll have one free throw to a chance to make it a three-point play. Cannot capitalize. Leo almost let the rebound go away, but he collects now with 6:18. Leah now running off the screen. Nicholson catches. Nicholson pulls up. That's off. Rebound by Jones, who gives it away for Jacox quickly. Garcia down low. Jacox inside. Gives it away for Nissen. Nissen from the corner. Money.
Almost never misses when he's open.
Now Leah coming back the other way. Good offensive pace so far. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Coleman, a lot of contact there. Gets passed up a wide open three. Now he has it back outside the arc. We'll see Brady Nicholson at the next dead ball. 5.5 left. Leah stutter steps inside. Yes, there's a traveling call there. Jacox in the backcourt, going to be picked up by Krinos at the timeline. Not before he can give it on for Garcia, who's going to man the point on this one. He dribbles emphatically with the left hand, crosses over Getz. This is an ISO. Too easy for Dawson Garcia there.
Just over the top. It's as simple as it gets. Just nobody to contest that shot. That's just kind of how it's going to go for Chaska, is if they're going to keep ISOing Dawson Garcia like that.
6-point advantage for Prior Lake suddenly. Now Getz has it for Chaska, finds it off for the freshman Nicholson. Krinos. Good. Krinos struggled to find his stroke through the first two games, averaging 11 points, but held to 6 in Highland Park. Finally found something in the second half of the East Shoe game at 17. He has 6 so far quickly tonight as there's a whistle on the floor and a foul. Jones going to get a pair of free throws.
Those quick trigger guys that really have no fear about shooting the basketball always need those on your team, especially on a more perimeter-oriented team. If you can get a guy that can get hot quick like Kranos can, real bonus to your offensive game.
Jones' first free throw off the back rim. Stays at a 3-point lead for Prior Lake. For 2. Here comes Leah for Chaska. Chaska trying to capitalize on the empty trip for Prior Lake. 4.5 left. Krinos at the top, picked up by Jacox. Krinos going to take it in, spin around, find it off for Leah. Leah fakes a pass, now he gives it for Coleman. Coleman jab step, off for Krinos. Krinos at college range, passes it up, finds it away for Coleman. Coleman into the corner for Leah. Leah jumps to his side, grabs that pass, he's clamped down by Ianacho. Nicholson pushes it all the way into the corner back for Leah. Leah took a couple of steps, finds Nicholson. 3-ball good. Tie game.
Swinging that ball side to side. Those skip passes are really stretching out the Prior Lake defense, giving great chances for Chaska perimeter shots.
Good second effort by Nicholson as that one was going out of bounds. Leah's going to try one from NBA distance. That's off. For Chaska, you would have liked to get points there. We'll see the pair of freshmen check back in for Dana Coleman. Luke Strazzani and Jack Frick have been teammates since they were in the youth ages.
I remember seeing both of those guys a couple years ago, actually, right in this gym at a AAU tournament, the Future Stars Classic. Both really impressed me with their length already at that age and then their skill and balance as well. So no surprise to see them on the floor early and often for Coach Coleman.
Whistle as Prior Lake was setting up an offensive set. Nicholson picks up his first foul. 6-1 against the Hawks. Jacox simply lobs it in for Garcia, who puts the first shot up. It's short, but cleans it up for 2 points and gives Prior Lake the lead back.
Second chances are going to be hard to overcome here for Chaska. If they can get that first defense up and then maybe try to corral the defensive rebounds, those will be big.
Frick around to the backcourt, gave it over for Krinos. Krinos was called for a travel. Chaska's fans displeased to say the least. 3:20 left, a 2-point lead for Prior Lake. After a brief stoppage with 3:18 left, Garcia dribbles it up across behind the back. Nicholson will pick him up. That's a change for Chaska. Garcia goes in, off the window, no good. Taps his own rebound back out for Nissen. Nissen looked at a 3-ball, passed it up. 3:05 left. On this Thursday night from Chaska High School. Top 20 teams in Class 4A battling it out here in a Section 2 matchup. Ryan Paul and Jared Martinson with you. Robert Jones down low with the right hand. Can't get it to fall. Nicholson the rebound. Here come the Hawks. Krinos in the near corner. Back to Nicholson. Strazzanti at the top now. Krinos. Nicholson wants it inside. Doesn't get it. Krinos pushes it back out. Frick looked at a 3. Now he finds it for Nicholson from about 13. That's just too long. With 2:20 left, Prior Lake going to get a chance to extend on their lead. Nissen in the corner. Open. 3. Short. Tapped loose. O'Connor actually gives it for Garcia, who passed it off for Jacox. Jacox goes up and is hacked with 2:10 left. 2 free throws coming up for Jaquise Jacox, the senior guard.
I think something that Prior Lake could really utilize well if they only have, even with both big men in the game, is stick somebody at the high post, and with all the attention they're going to draw in the center, bound to find a kick out or a cutter, just as Jacox did on that possession.
Jacox's first one up and good. We'll see Spencer Getschak back in. He'll replace Brady Nicholson, who just committed his second foul. Also going to see junior guard Zach Leah return for Dana Coleman. Jacox for the second of 2. No good. Nicholson the board. Stays at a 1-possession game. (23-20) here in the first half. 2 minutes to go. Jack Frick goes off to his right, finds Nicholson. Nicholson stopped up by Garcia. Back up top for Getz. Now off for Nicholson. Strazzani over to Leah at the top. Jack Frick with it. Hawks debuting their black uniforms tonight. Their third color choice in a while. Strazzani all by himself at the top. Can't capitalize though. About 90 seconds left here in the first half of basketball from Chaska High School. Jones gets to jump. Now Jacox chucks up a contested 3. Can't get that to fall. Gets down the other way. Goes up. Cannot get the layup to fall. Strazzani puts it back. That one's short. And Sam Nissen grabs the rebound. Jones at the other end. Throws it down. 5-point game. .62 seconds left here. 5-point lead for the number 6 team in the state on the number 17 team in the state. Jack Frick's going to try one from long range. That wasn't really that close. Now Jones going to come away. Jones, a lob to Garcia. Can't capitalize, though. 47 seconds left. Nicholson comes away with numbers. He gives it to Strazzani. Strazzani takes it in. And a foul. It's going to be a block. Official says Jacox jammed out his hip. Hence the reason that no charge was whistled for there. Ben Coleman going to return, replacing Jack Frick. Crino's also will re-enter for Chaska.
Nice job by Strazzani, crowning that rebound and then running the floor right down the middle. Open lane for him to take it to the rack. Aggressiveness from the sophomore. Gotta like that.
First of 2 free throws for Luke Strazzani, up and good. Strazzani's older brother, now a football player at the U of M. Was on that state tournament team for Chaska 2 years ago. He goes 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Do you remember exactly where you were when Champlin hit that buzzer beater against
The
Chaska?
sideline of Target Center. I was courtside at Target Center.
I was on my couch in my dorm room watching it on my phone, and I absolutely freaked.
I remember like it was yesterday. No. O'Connell from the top connects. O'Connor puts Prior Lake ahead 28-22. 20 seconds before we head to the break. Zach Leah guarded outside by Ianacho. Check that, it's Jaquish Jacox. 10 ticks left. Crino's outside. Crino's needs to move it. Connor Crino's guarded by O'Connor. Finds it for Nicholson. 3 seconds left. Nicholson throws one up. No good. Spencer gets as time expires. Can't get it to fall. And at halftime, a 28-22 lead for Prior Lake. First half impressions, Jared?
You know, this is a battle. Sure, 28 points to 22 points in this game, but so far I just feel like it's a defensive battle. Whoever comes down with these defensive rebounds, whoever gets extra chances, those tough it out type plays are going to make a difference down the stretch. Along with, I really enjoyed when Chaska pushed the pace. When they scored in transition, they got Leah wide open on a three-pointer. They got Strazzani streaking to the basket. If they can get out ahead of that Prior Lake length, I think they'll have a good chance to get back into this lead and keep this one competitive.
After 18 minutes of basketball, Prior Lake leads Chaska 28-22. Dawson Garcia leads things in the scoring column with 13 points. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll bring you the second half of Section 2 4A basketball coverage. You're watching CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management.
I'm Connor Krinos, and you're watching Chaska Hawks basketball on CHBN.
Something's coming. Something's coming. Yeah. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming. Let the games begin. Come walk in my shoes. I done paid all my dues. I got something to prove. All in, nothing to lose. I was born for this. From day one, I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. I was born for this. From day one, I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Let the games begin.
And we're back from Chaska High School out of the halftime break. Ryan Paul and Jared Martinson joining you. Here from Chaska High School, Prior Lake holds a 28-22 lead on Chaska. Dawson Garcia led scoring in the first half with 13 points. Jared, what are you looking to see in the second half from these two 4A teams?
I've got some keys to the game for both. For Chaska in this half, transition offense. It worked early.
Yep.
Get back to it. And that also means finishing defensive possessions with defensive rebounds, clearing out the way that Jones and Garcia eat so much, and get out in transition, let Leah push, let Nicholson push for open threes. That's what they're going to do best throughout the season. And also capitalize on free throws, limit turnovers. Got to take care of business when Garcia and Jones can't affect anything. For Prior Lake, exploit double teams in the post. Those are going to be there all night. If they get one-on-one attempts, go for it. And also play disciplined. That means no turnovers for them. And also rebounding defense, finishing possessions, not giving the Hawks any second chances.
We're underway here, just 15 seconds in. Carino's in the corner. Hawks on the left side of your screen now on offense. Spencer gets from the elbow, puts up a jumper, follows it, but it goes through. Prior Lake down at the other end, Jaquisha Cox with it. Dawson Garcia has it now. Under a minute in here. 4-point game. Leah gets a steal. Sam Nissen picks up a foul. First the half on Prior Lake. Nicholson down low off the glass, gets it to fall. At the other end, Nissen spins in a quickie. We're only a minute in.
Quick pace right away out of the gate in this second half. Love to see the energy. Both these teams really, you can tell, are wanting to make a statement after coming out. Both teams coming off of losses.
Yep. Nicholson in the corner, all the way to the other side. Zach Leah chucks one up. It's long. Rebound Garcia for the Lakers. He wraps it away and finds it away for his guard, Jaquisha Cox. He pushes it up now. Cox does. Jones down low. Misses a dunk, but it takes a lucky bounce off the backboard and trickles right back through. 32-26. Prior Lake with an advantage. Ben Coleman for Chaska, right in front of his own students. Guarded by Nissen. Bounce pass into the corner for Zach Leah. Leah can't find it there. Leah, 3 points in that first half. That's all he's been held to tonight. Out of bounds. Prior Lake's going to keep it, says the official on the baseline.
If I'm Zach Leah, I'm still shooting those threes whenever they come to me. They're going to fall at some point. I know I'm an elite shooter. I've worked on it enough. He's absolutely got the capability to knock those down. He should keep shooting those.
Jacob catches the inbound. Getz steals away a bounce pass intended for Jones. Getz 2-on-1, misses the layup. Crino's jumped over the rebound. Couple of missed layups for Getz so far in this game. Under 16 to play. O'Connor from 3-ball range. It's no good. Jones gets the rebound. Leah swats it away though. Now Coleman comes away running the one, finds it off for Getz. Zach Leah back at the top. Bounce pass for Cole Nicholson. Gets, quickly passes it up. Zach Leah. Now Krinos off the screen. Knocks it down. Connor Krinos a tray.
At some point, you'd expect Prior Lake to really be over-aggressive on those up screens for Krinos coming to the top of the key, but so far they haven't adjusted.
Krinos has 9. 3 seconds against Robert Jones was the call that Dana Coleman wanted. Didn't get it, and it goes out of bounds. Chaska will get the ball back. Krinos with 9 leads Chaska scoring so far. Jones still has 13 for Prior Lake. Or check that, Dawson Garcia has 13 for Prior Lake. Jones has 8. Leah to Nicholson on the hawk. Nicholson stopped up short. Krinos is open though. Krinos a 3. Money!
Makes that
4. He's up to 12 and Chaska ties it up, but not before Dawson Garcia makes quick work of a layup. Zach Leah comes down the other way, tries to go up, and Robert Jones said no thank you and stared him down right after he swatted that one into the corner of the gym.
Chaska's starting to get more aggressive going to the basket now. You can hopefully they'll exploit the response of Prior Lake to turn that into some pump fakes, maybe get them in the air, draw some fouls.
Nicholson fades away, blocked though by Garcia. Spencer Getz got the rebound, quickly gave it up to Nicholson. Krinos had a pass tipped out of his hands, but Nicholson recovers. Now Cole Nicholson enters, back out for Coleman. Coleman takes the baseline. He stops short, goes through the legs around Jones. Krinos has it in now. Krinos passes it away right into the hands of Colin O'Connor. A little too fancy there for Chaska on that possession. A 2-point lead. Jones takes it in. Steps it out for Nissen. Nissen enters. Back off for Nick Mullins now. Mullins into the corner. O'Connor a 3. No good. Zach Leah boxes out and gets the board. Leah across the timeline. Leah takes it in. Loses it out of bounds. No call yet. Now Chaska does get the ball. A conference between officials. Official on the near side made the original call that it was Chaska, and it'll stay that way.
Interesting take there. From our angle, I'm not sure, but Leah had such a full head of steam. I guess you award the aggressor in that case. Nicholson
at the top. Hesitation. Steps inside. Dribbles it off his foot. Looks for a bailout. He finds Getz at the top of the key. Getz stands. Gives it off for Coleman. Coleman up top for Jack Frick. Frick over for Nicholson. Krinos has it in the corner. Krinos, a jab step. Coleman. Chaska not putting the ball on the floor. Swinging it around here. Krinos at the top. Rolls off for Nicholson's screen. Krinos going in. Lost it away. O'Connor with the steal though. Here comes Garcia for Prior Lake now. Garcia spinning around and putting it in for 2.
That's what separates him from other big men his size. The fact that he's hit some contested jumpers, he can run that spin move so fluidly. It's going to make him a really, really intriguing prospect down the road.
Leah's going to get it after just a short breather. He'll check back in, as will Luke Strazani. Getz now going against Jones. Krinos catches the pass from Frick. Now back off for Coleman. Coleman to Nicholson. Nicholson, couple dribbles through the legs. Now he crosses over. Nicholson spins around, goes up against Jones, throws one up. It goes off the top of the backboard, and Getz is going to get called for a foul as he went for the rebound. Check up from Rosemount for all the Chaska Hawks hockey fans watching. Rosemount leads Chaska 4-1. The Hawks just scored their first goal midway through the second period of action. Broadcast note, tomorrow we'll bring you for the first time ever girls hockey on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network from the CCC. The Chaska Chanhassen Stormhawks will face off against Eden Prairie. And then Saturday we'll return to boys hockey. Taylor Hansen will have Chaska versus Sartell. We're here at Chaska High School though, where Cole Nicholson is called for a foul that the Chaska faithful don't agree with. But Robert Jones is going, or check that, Dawson Garcia is going to get 2 free throws out of the situation. Dana Coleman expressing his displeasure as Garcia stands at the free throw line. The left-handed free throw is up and good. One more from Garcia. Good. 38-32. Prior Lake on top. 12:43 left.
As long as they keep it within this 6 to 8 point range, they've got a chance with how well they've been shooting it from outside. This can turn around in a hurry.
Zach Leah comes across, right to left. Hesitation move, gives it for Nicholson at the volleyball line now. He's picked up right there by Dawson Garcia. Leah inside. Gets his first points of the night. Actually gets us 4 now. O'Connor at the key. Jacox. Sam Nissen. Sharpshooter gives it away for Garcia. Now around the outside for Jacox. Jacox hikes one up and it's good.
Not known for being an offensive threat necessarily, more of a lockdown defender to offset Nissen in the backcourt, but if he can knock it down consistently at a decent clip, I think that's a huge plus for Prior Lake.
Good one-on-one there against Zach Leah. Jack Frick has it at the top now. Backs it out, Strazani. Leah fouled by Jacox. Right in front of us, Luke Strazani will inbound for Chaska. 11:46 left. Actually, it'll be Connor Krinos who inbounds it right in front of us, as Strazani will find a seat on the bench. Ryan Paul and Jared Martinson. Jared from the North Star Hoops Report. Kind enough to join us tonight on the CHBN. Getz takes it. Getz inside. Krinos from the corner.
Fifth? Nah.
Almost.
Close.
11 and a half left. Here comes O'Connor for Prior Lake. Back up for Garcia. Garcia stands at the NBA range line. He drives in, is fouled. They're going to probably get Cole Nicholson there. 41-34 the score. Garcia to the free throw line. He'll have a chance to put 2 more points on the tallies. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast tonight. The first CHBN doubleheader of the year. Boys hockey, Taylor Hansen and Greg Erickson are in Rosemount right now, bringing you coverage of that game. It's a 4-1 Irish lead on the Hawks, and then excited to have you here following along for boys basketball on this Thursday night. Garcia goes 2 for 2, makes it a 9-point game. 11:24 and rolling. Zach Leah finds it off for Nicholson. Nicholson behind the back. A loose bounce pass for Krinos. Krinos scraps for it. Now into the corner for Frick. Frick dribbles out. Finds Nicholson. The swing around to Zach Leah. Leah takes it in with the left hand. Can't get it to spin it in. We approach 11 left. Here comes Prior Lake. O'Connor down low. Off the window. And it's Prior Lake's largest lead of the basketball game. A timeout by Dana Coleman. We're going to head to a quick break. You're watching Chaska Hawks basketball live on the CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311.
I'm Zach Leah, and you're watching Hawks basketball on CHBN.
We return from Chaska High School courtside. I'm Ryan Paul, joined to my right by Jared Martinson. Jared, we thought Connor Krinos was going to be able to take over there after hitting a couple 3 balls, but Prior Lake all of a sudden up by 11.
You know, Dawson Garcia really has been the kind of the spark here for Prior Lake, pushing them ahead to an 11-point lead. Getting out in transition, getting to the free throw line. If he can slow this game down by getting to the charity stripe, I think that really kind of puts Chaska in a tough spot. But then again, I think we need to see a little bit more aggressiveness from guys like Zach Leah with the ball in his hands. If late game situations kind of come about, I would expect to see him and Nicholson in some kind of pick and roll to try to get an advantage there.
Nicholson tries a three just like they drew it up. Cole Nicholson knocks it down. Going back to Dawson Garcia. He's already got 8 second half points. 21 on the game for Dawson Garcia, the junior forward from Prior Lake. Nicholson's going to pick up a foul here as he is called for slapping Dawson Garcia on the wrist. His third foul. With 11 minutes, just under 11 minutes left, you're going to want to watch that. The Lakers with it. Garcia fakes a handoff, fakes another one. Now he spins around on his pivot, pulls up along two, no good. Nicholson corrals the rebound and pulls it away.
That's the kind of isolation that I would expect them to run with Dawson Garcia a little bit more. Have them run handoffs to his guards if they want it, and then give themselves some isolation space.
Whistle on the floor. Chaska's going to get it. Jack Frick will find a seat on the bench. Ben Coleman going to come back in. 10:19 left. Leah on the baseline. Inbounds to Krinos. Krinos off for Nicholson. Swinging it around now. Ben Coleman has it. Coleman up top for Leah. Leah takes it to the right. Shut down there, though, by Inacho. Nicholson. Krinos in the corner. He tries one. It's off. Gets the offensive rebound, though. Pulls it out. Leah's going to try one. Zach Leah, no good. Another offensive rebound for Chaska. Nicholson has this one. Nicholson down low, forgets the sophomore. Going against the senior. O'Connor spins it in. A big play for the Chaska sophomore.
Tough take there from the sophomore. Those broad shoulders, clearing space in the lane. Nice jump hook with the right hand.
9.5 left inside. O'Connor has a strip, but he gets it back. Lots of contact down low. Now we get a whistle and a foul. Brady Nicholson on the floor for Chaska, the 6'8" freshman. Nicholson going against, or Garcia going against Nicholson. Garcia can't find 2 points off a layup. Now the 6'10" height of Garcia goes up, tries to clean things up, goes up after about 3 chances, and finally gets bailed out by a foul. Chance to extend on the 45-39 lead.
Yeah, tough one there. I mean, Garcia just has at least 2 inches on everybody in the paint. Doesn't take much for him to reach up there and tap that one back and draw a foul.
First one from Dawson Garcia, the highly regarded D1 prospect. Played his AAU basketball for D1 Minnesota in the summertime. Stands at the free throw line now. He's got another one. Up and no good. 46-39, Chaska needs a run. Ben Coleman up top for Nicholson, over to Krinos, the senior. Zach Leah, the junior, with it now. Back up top for fellow junior Coleman. Now senior captain Cole Nicholson, who's headed to the University of Northern Colorado. Head coach for the University of Northern Colorado in the building tonight. Talked to him prior to the basketball game. Nicholson with it, handoff to Leah. Leah hesitates, backs out, almost had it stripped. Now back to Nicholson in the corner. Krinos goes a poke out, but Nicholson elects to pass him up. Picks up his dribble, back up top for Coleman at the volleyball line. Krinos. Chaska struggling to get anything going here. 8:35 left. Krinos takes it into the corner. Leah by himself. Good, Zach Leah.
Connor Krinos there on the delivery end of a three-pointer.
8:19 left, down low. Jones throws one up. Bailed out. Four fouls on the freshman Brady Nicholson after he's called for the hack of Jones. We're in the bonus for Prior Lake the rest of the way. Robert Jones caught nothing but net in all the wrong ways, however, on that free throw. Chaska students going to have a field day with that one. Jones stands, second one up and no good. 0 for 2 for the Prior Lake senior forward. Leah across the timeline for Nicholson. Nicholson pushed into Garcia, and Garcia gets called for a body. Number 1 on Garcia yet. Nicholson stays in the game with 4 fouls. That's Brady. Nicholson. Leah all the way across. Coleman across the baseline. Bounce pass for Zach Leah. Leah finds Brady Nicholson down low. Nicholson takes a couple power dribbles, finds it off for his brother. Stutter step, takes it in the paint. Cole Nicholson dumps it off for his younger brother. Now Ben Coleman has it in the corner. Outside, Nicholson steps in. Cole back to Brady. They can't get anything going there. Now they get Krinos out. Krinos for 3. Money.
Electric. That ball movement was perfect. Phenomenal possession there from the Chaska Hawks.
Hawks fans are into it. Jacox throws off Krinos. Garcia to try to silence him. He does just that. Timeout on the floor. Bob Schwein calls a timeout after his junior powerhouse knocks down a 3 to silence the Chaska crowd. 49-45.
Really, really phenomenal composure there from Garcia. Picked up a foul on the other end, then gave up a 3, and he comes right back to extend the lead back to 4 points. But Connor Krinos, 5 3-pointers on the day, just not unconscious almost. And that really came as a product of all the ball movement side to side. If you really stretch a defense out, make drive and kick multiple times, that's going to give you somebody a wide open shot.
Krinos was 15 on the night. He's got 9 in the second half, all off 3-pointers. Cole Nicholson follows him up on Chaska's scoring with 11. Dawson Garcia has 12 points in the second half for a 25 total on the evening. Ryan Paul, Jared Martinson, glad you've joined us this evening from Chaska High School. It's our first of 3 straight game days here on the CHBN. You've got boys basketball and boys hockey both going on right now. Encourage you to head over to watchchbn.com. Check out both of our live streams if you're not already. Then tomorrow we'll have first time ever girls hockey action, and then Saturday, boys hockey back live from the CCC. Leah to Nicholson, that's Brady. The 8th grader puts it on the floor, now gives it back for Zach Leah, the junior. Leah looks for an option, gives it off for Coleman. Coleman up for Krinos at the top. Krinos waves him away. Nicholson gonna try a college ball, no good. Brady Nicholson goes for the rebound. Coleman keeps it from going out of bounds, but throws it right to Sam Nissen, who comes the other way for Prior Lake. Now off for Ianacho. Ianacho to the hole, bucket. Here come the Chaska Hawks now, down 6. Nicholson at the top. Over to Coleman, now into the corner for Leah. Ben Coleman off for Cole Nicholson. Up top for Zach Leah. Cole back with it. Nicholson to Nicholson. Brady can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Prior Lake ball.
Impressed so far with the freshman Nicholson. Working hard in there. He hasn't necessarily had much opportunity to score off those dropouts, but he's doing a nice job of seeing his perimeter guys out beyond the arc for open threes.
Under 6 to go in regulation from Chaska High School. We had an overtime game the other night against Eastview. It's 51-45. Jones still being heckled by Chaska for that airballed free throw, but he shuts him right up with a dunk, making it a 53-45 lead for the Lakers. Whistle on the floor. Dana Coleman wants to talk things over before we go to break. Want to send a quick reminder out to everybody watching tonight that we are completely funded by the community here on the CHBN, by our sponsors, and from donations from the community. We don't receive any financial assistance from Chaska High School or District 112. So if you want to donate to the CHBN in our cause, we encourage you to donate online at watchchbn.com and find the donate page. We accept multiple forms of donation. And with that, we'll head to a quick timeout. You're watching Hawks basketball.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
About half to play here. What are you expecting to see?
Prior Lake is going to go to Dawson Garcia, and Dawson Garcia almost only. He's been the hot hand. He's got the momentum. I would expect to see the ball in his hands when possessions get pretty tough. But as for Chaska, it's all about Zach Lee penetrating. I think Cole Nicholson is best when he's working off of another player, not necessarily with the ball in his hands. So Zach Lee has really got to find the cracks and crevices here to make things work for the Chaska offense.
Leah catches the inbound for Chaska. Coleman with 5:23 left. A whistle, a foul. One against the Cox.
Team sport.
Sorry, we had an audio issue there briefly. With 5:02 left, Chaska turns it over. After 2 periods of play over in Rosemount, Chaska down 4-1 to the Irish in boys hockey. In this game, the Hawks trail Prior Lake as Dawson Garcia tries another one of his layups. Doesn't get it to fall though. Lead stays 53-45. 4:41 left here. Chaska needs a bucket on this possession. Krinos handled by Jacox at the top, over to Coleman. Coleman turns it over, but they're going to get bailed out by a foul. I don't know. What do you think?
Oof, man. Tough call there on Jacox. Really trying to just get in front of the cutter, but freedom of movement really kind of doesn't allow that in today's basketball. Big foul that really would have led to another fast break for Prior Lake on the other end.
Leah inbound, gets it off for Getz, who catches it with his right hand, quickly pushes it away for Cole Nicholson. Krinos, left-handed drive, up off the window, over the hand of Jones. Another timeout for Dana Coleman after the Krinos bucket. We are going to step aside one more time. You're watching Chaska Hawks basketball on CHBN. Welcome back from Chaska High School. We've got 4 minutes and 23 seconds of basketball in regulation left. Brian, Paul, Jared Martinson with you. Encourage you to check out Chaska, or watch chbn.com, the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Watch some of our content and donate to our cause here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Glad that Taylor Hansen and Greg Erickson could handle hockey duty over in Rosemount tonight, and Jared and I could take care of this barn burner of a basketball game. 53-47. Nissen in the corner for Prior Lake off the timeout. Nissen held to just 7 points, 2 in the second half. Jones at the top. Entry pass was tipped away. Getz couldn't corral it though. Jones gets it right back. Now Nissen at the top of the key. Guarded by Krinos. Hawks fans wanting a 5-second call. Not going to get it under 4 minutes we go. Jacox to the hole. Got it. Streaking pass. Give the assist to Robert Jones.
Those cuts off of the double teams on the backside. Nobody to rotate over on that one. Nice vision there from Jones to find the cutter.
Nicholson around behind the back. Loses it though. Got a little bit ahead of his dribble. Zach Lee gets the steal and a pass from Sam Nissen, and Nissen's going to get called for a hold with 3:33 to go here. $55-47 the score here in a Section 2-4A matchup. Last time these two teams met was right here on this floor back in 2016 in the section quarterfinal. That was actually the CHBN's first ever broadcast. That game was. It ended in an overtime victory for Prior Lake, and them advancing to the section semifinal as Jack Cox slaps Connor Krinos. Four fouls on the defensive lockdown, Jahish Cox. Held to just 6 points tonight, but definitely shown why he's here on the other side of the basketball. Krinos tries to 1-1. First end of it is good. .324 left. Krinos at the line. One more. Up and off the back. Rebound by Jones. The Lakers push ahead quickly. Sam Nissen backs out. Up top for Jack Cox, who stays in the game with 4 fouls. Brady Nicholson was going to check in, but sits back down now. Jones at the top hesitates on a 3. Gives it over for Nixon, whose shot fakes. 3:05 left. Jones down low. Hung it short. Ball still loose. Garcia gets his own rebound. Nissen all by himself. He has all day, and as you said, a number of times so far, he just won't miss that. It's a 10-point lead.
Tough break there for Chaska. As we said at the break, they had to limit those second chances for Prior Lake, and those are the ones that will end up hurting them by the end of this one.
We go under 3 left. Nicholson doesn't go up with it. Instead, he gives it off for Krinos. Krinos drives, bounce pass for Nicholson. Losing it is Nicholson. Body's on the floor, and a whistle and a foul. Keisha Cox fouls out with 6 points, 5 of them coming in the second half. Bob Schleim going to talk things over with his assistants. Nick Mullins will be the one to get the call after getting a pep talk from his coach. He will step onto the floor. The senior guard standing at 5'10", Nick Mullins.
Tough way for Jack Cox to go out, but really enjoyed watching him just move laterally so well on the defensive end. His length was a problem for the Chaska ball handlers. Really an impactful player that will come in very handy down the road come playoff time when games get slower, more half-court-like, and the defense starts to take over.
That's for sure. We see a lot of that in Section 2-4A especially.
Affectionately known as the Section of Death, with about 5 or 6 teams really in the hunt.
Yep. Eden Prairie going to be one of the top contenders that head to that state title game this year. Garcia went up for a monster slam, lost it on the way up though. Krinos comes down the other way, had it blocked away. That's got to be goaltending, and it is.
Brady Nicholson coming up big with that defensive play. Got a hand on that ball as Garcia went up and turned it into a fast break the other way and 2 points.
Give the bucket to Chaska. It's a 58-51 lead. Hawks are not out of it yet. Nissen comes down and is hacked by Krinos, I believe. Nissen at the free throw line. It's 1-1. First one good. 59-51. Nissen for the second end of the 1-1 bonus. Up and through, 60-51. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left. Zach Leah struts up the floor, right to left in their all-new black jerseys. First game that they've worn tonight for the Hawks. Krinos on the wing now. Stops up short, looks for an option, can't get rid of it. Timeout Dana Coleman. One of his 2 timeouts left to avoid the turnover. Under 2 minutes to go, we'll take our last timeout of the night. You're watching Chaska Hawks basketball on the GSH Asset Management Broadcast Network. 10-point Laker lead on Chaska in this Section 2-4A matchup. You're watching Hawks basketball on the GSH Asset Management Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Encourage you to check out our website, www.watchchbn.com. A whole lot of cool stuff on there, including CHBN production, CHBN images, and of course all of our broadcasts are available at all times for free at watchchbn.com. Back on the basketball court, we go under 2 left. Chaska down 9. Nicholson going to try to cut into it. Can't. Jack Frick ran away from the rebound. And now Ben Coleman's going to pick up a ticky-tack foul.
Well drawn up set there, getting Nicholson an open shot. He's hit a couple of those tonight from that spot. Not a bad call there by Coach Coleman, but just didn't get it to go. Things didn't bounce the right way. Now Prior Lake will have a chance to extend the lead to double digits.
Jones at the free throw line has 10 points on the evening. First free throw, no good, but a rebound snatched by Tyree Inacho. Nissen up and around. Nick Mullins. Chaska with 96 seconds left will foul. It'll be Connor Krinos who takes the hack on this one. We are now in the double bonus for Prior Lake. Mullins up and through. Make it a double-digit lead for Prior Lake here with 95 seconds left. No good on the second. Nicholson sprints for the rebound. We go a minute and a half left. 10-point lead for Prior Lake. Chaska trying to avoid their second straight loss, as are the Lakers.
They need some urgency here.
Yep. Nicholson to Getz. Getz has to look to score if they're going to try to get back into this one. Krinos takes it to the hole, up and under. Got it. What a move and shot by Connor Krinos.
Phenomenal performance so far tonight. Regardless of outcome, I've been really impressed with Krinos' playmaking ability and his shooting.
22 from the senior. 16 in the second half. A minute and 7 left in the Hawks foul. Coleman's third. Mullins good on the first free throw. Back to a 9-point lead.
Jack Frick enters the game, give the Chaska Hawks a little bit more of a shooting threat.
Mullins, second one good. 10-point game. Timeout on the floor. Be a full timeout from Coach Schleim of Prior Lake. Jared with a minute and 7 left. I want to take a minute and talk about some things going on around the state. What are you looking around the state of Minnesota as far as high school basketball goes?
You know, a few games so far. Some teams haven't even tipped off yet. At North Star Hoops, check out our website, prephoops.com/Minnesota. Shameless plug there. But we are all over high school coverage. Really excited for the season to start. Tons of previews, predictions, all that kind of stuff going up every game day. Today we had an article go up about some of the better games around the state. Rochester John Marshall, a top 10 ranked team, taking on Mankato East, who's one of the better 3A squads in Minnesota. Matthew Hurt in that game, a top level recruit. So we've been watching that game closely and him closely, as well as this game was probably the best on the docket in the metro area. Tons of fun stuff going up all over the place. Lots of games happening this Saturday. We're excited to go check out that slew of games at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic.
Yep, I'll be there.
Lots of fun happening. Chaska not in it this year. I was surprised to see, but no doubt there will be plenty of talent on display there at Hopkins High School. So really, I'm excited. I'm going to be able to get to more games this year. I'm not playing college basketball myself. I'm currently a junior at Bethel University, but we'll be able to get out to more games frequently. I've got transportation. Most Tuesdays and Friday nights you can find me in a gym. For all updates there, follow me on Twitter at JaredNHR.
Great to have you on tonight, Jared, from North Star Hoops Report. It's great that you were able to join us here tonight for this section matchup. One of Chaska's tougher games on the year. They do have a tough non-conference schedule as Jack Frick goes in, but is swatted away by Jones. Chaska, with one of the tougher non-conference schedules I've seen them have late and in history. They'll have Eden Prairie and Edina in the holiday tournament later in the month. They also will see Minnetonka, who's been struggling to start off the year. Wayzata, Jacob Beninga, a threat always for the Trojans. A very tough non-conference schedule that Dana Coleman gave his team this year. 47 seconds left in this one, though. Prior Lake with a 10-point lead and a chance to extend on that here for Nick Mullins at the stripe. It's good for the double bonus number 1.
Yeah, any Metro West team really has to stack their schedule with how few conference games they play. Lots of South Suburban and late games on the schedule for Chaska. Definitely just something that gets them more ready for playoff time, as their section, as we've talked about already, is one of the best in Class 4A.
Historically, the Metro West not the greatest conference, so you do want to get some tests in there. Nicholson's going to pull with 40 seconds left. He hangs it short. Leah grabs the board, though. Finds Krinos. Krinos is going to hack one up. That doesn't go through, and that's going to pretty much wash away any chances Chaska had of getting back into this game as we go under half a minute left. Nissen's going to run this one into the corner. 65-53, the score as it stands right now. Ball nearly goes out of bounds, but Iannaccio is able to recover. We approach 10 seconds left. Krinos is going to let this one run out. The Prior Lake bench will rise to their feet and get the standing O from their fans. A 65-53 final score tonight from Chaska High School. The Hawks dropped their second straight game in a week of very tough non-conference games. Prior Lake wins their first of the year. They'll move to 1-1. The Hawks drop to 1-2. Chaska's next contest will be on Tuesday, December 11th. We will travel out of the home gym for the first time this year. We'll see you from Como Park on Tuesday. Prior Lake will play on Saturday, as you mentioned, Jared, at the Tip-Off Classic in Hopkins. They'll face a very talented Eastridge team.
Lots of size on that Eastridge team, lots of youth. Definitely a matchup to watch with Garcia and Jones, who both were very impressive tonight, going against guys like Courtney Brown and Ben Carlson of Eastridge.
Should be a great year of high school basketball around the state of Minnesota. From Chaska High School, I'm Ryan Paul. For my crew tonight, Jared Martinson for the first time on color, Nolan Hansen on the production, Jack Archer on the statistics, and Alec Hattlestead up on the camera. We're glad you've joined us tonight. From Chaska High School, the Hawks drop their second game of the week, a 65-53 defeat to the very talented Prior Lake Lakers. Have a good night, everybody. Soar Hawks.